The next drill that I like to cover is the grabbing drill. This drill covers basically all grabbing actions, whether they're wrist grabs, lapel grabs, chokes, and I'm going to escape either by squeezing or striking pressure points. Now, of course, I can just go right for his torso or his neck for a knockout, but right now I'm just interested in releasing from the hold, so you could also call it a releasing drill. We're going to go through about 4 or 5 of them. I'm going to explain what I'm doing, and then I'm going to do some freestyle and just show you how easy it is to get out when you use these points. So the first one we're going to do is if you should grab the wrist. We're going to escape using the point 2 inches above the wrist, pericardium 8. We're just going to squeeze and make him let go. So he grabs, squeeze, make him let go. If he was to grab a little bit higher and I couldn't get my hand in there, we're going to use the lung 5 point by the elbow. We're going to squeeze and make him let go. All right, so as soon as he grabs, I can either make him let go by squeezing or by striking, and he releases right away. If you were looking to escalate the situation, strike, because after you do that, you're going to have to hit him because he's going to be mad. If you're just looking to get out, you could get out and maybe still, use your words, talk the situation out, maybe it won't get that far. So realize once you start hitting, you're probably going to have to continue hitting. All right, if he grabs a little bit higher, I can use one side or both sides to make him release. Okay, so right now I'm on the large intestine 10 and 11 points. Okay, I did the same thing on the other side, so he grabbed. I placed my thumbs on the points, I squeezed to make him loosen his grip, and then I pushed away to make him let go. If he goes up high to choke my neck, right now he's being nice and just holding my neck. If he was squeezing his thumbs in, it would be a more dangerous situation. So my rule is if he goes for my neck, I go for his neck. He chokes me, I go for the CV22 point in the hollow of the neck. He chokes, and I push to make him let go. This way the pressure's off my neck immediately. Okay? Any other kind of grab you can think of? Right, he's just going to go random. I'm just going to release out of the hold. Wherever he feels, strike. All right, the last 2 with the large intestine, he grabs here. I go to triple warmer point. I make him let go. Wherever. He comes around my arms. I come to the triple warmer 3 point. I make him release. That point was between these 2 fingers, right in the hole there. Anything else? Okay, he grabs, I make him release this way. And of course I can follow up after this, it's just how to get out. If he grabs both hands, really doesn't matter. I go towards one hand, I make him let go. I went for the lung point on the top of the wrist. I'll show it on the other side. Let go with this hand for a second. I come into the hollow pocket and I rub my knuckle down to make him let go. When he's got 2 hands on me, I just go to one side. All I need is one hand free. Even if he holds the other hand, that's okay, because he's gonna get hit with this one. Okay? This is our grabbing drill. The next drill we're going to do is the different points we can attack from the clinch. So we get in close, you're looking for a takedown or a throw. You can certainly go for that, but if you know different points, you can disrupt the other person or completely overtake them using your pressure point knowledge. So what we're going to do is start from a standard collar and elbow clinch. Now, right from here, in the back of his head is the gallbladder 20 point. If I place my middle finger on it, I could bring him right down. If I was into grappling, what I would do is bring him down and set him up for the guillotine choke. So they use that as a snap down where they'll snap the head, but you need speed and you need advantage. If I can just get the finger right into that point, I can snap him down very easily. So as soon as I'm moving around, we're looking for a point, I dig the finger in. Once I feel I have the control, I could shoot for a choke, or being that I have this arm here, I could just bring him around completely with a throw. Okay? So the first point we do is the gallbladder 20 behind the head. Now, let's say we're in this position and he pulls my arm down a little bit and I can't get all the way around. I'm going to use my thumb for the stomach 9 point. So instead of pulling down, now I'm going to push away. So he's got a tight grip. I push away and I bring him down in one smooth move. Okay? So do that one more time, a little bit slower. If I can reach here, I go for here. If he pulls on my elbow and I can't get my arm there, I slide the thumb in, I squeeze, and I bring him down and I pin him to the ground. All right? Now, if we're in tight and he pulls me close, if I don't want to go for the head of the neck, I'm going to use his legs. I'm going to go for the inside of the thigh point, halfway between the knee and the hip, the spleen 11 point on the inside of the thigh. So halfway on the inside. So as we're in close, I'm going to shuffle forward and knee strike, which will spread his base out, make it very easy to either just toss him down, flip him around, or drop him to the ground. Right, and I could use these in combination. I could be trying for the one up here, and when he's distracted up here, I could shoot down there. Go for my choke again. Okay? I could do the same thing on the outside of the thigh. This one we're going to do a little slower because this one is give a Charlie horse where he won't be able to walk. The exact same spot is on the inside, but on the outside. If you stay at attention where your middle finger ends, that's the point. That's the easiest way to find it. So as we're here, for some reason, if I don't want the inside, I shoot to the outside. We'll turn this way you can see the look of pain on his face. Right? So as we're here, shoot to the outside. And it'll completely immobilize that leg. If I continue with it, we'll get the takedown in one move. So now we paralyzed his leg and flipped him in the same motion. All right, if you were doing it with a partner, he would do one, just go for a pressure point anywhere. Go ahead, you go. All right, he would do one, and then I would look to do one to counter it. And you would go back and forth, you would switch grips. You could even change the clinch. We could go to an over and under clinch. From here, I could use the gallbladder point in the back. Okay, and this way, when you're in that position, it's very hard to strike. Using your hands, you could usually access a number of points. So that's our clinch drill. Usually when we use pressure points in grappling, it's to bring the person to the ground using a throw or controlling them down. If we already start off on the ground, the pressure points have a different significance. We use them a lot for escaping the guard, or if somebody's putting a lock, how to dig a finger in to escape. So what we're going to do is a freestyle grappling exercise. We're not really competing against each other, we're just going through motions. And what I'm going to do is look for opportunities to escape using pressure points. Obviously there's grappling methods of escaping and there's punching and kicking methods of escaping. But right now we just want to focus on the points, how to get out. If you isolate it and you do the drill this way, you'll be much more effective in using your points. And later, when you combine them with your grappling escapes and your punch-kick escapes, you'll be able to be much more effective on the ground. So the way we'll start the drill is on the knee. Okay, we're going to start from our knees. We're going to get into a clinch, and then we're just going to try to take each other down. Whether I take him down or he takes me down to the mat really doesn't matter. If I end up in a dominant position, I'm going to try to use the pressure points to submit him. If he gets me in a good position, I'm going to try to use the pressure points to either escape the position or escape whatever lock he tries on me. Remember always it's a drill. You're not competing against each other. It's not a contest. You're kind of working with your partner, working through these moves till you feel comfortable. This way later on when you do a freestyle match, you'll be able to apply the points. All right, so as we do it, I'll talk you through it. All right, so we lock up. All right, maybe he goes for a takedown. Okay, he's put me in the guard. I'm just going to move so we can see. Now, my first goal in the guard is to escape. So I get good position, elbows inside, good posture. All right, now anything that he tries to do, I can kind of keep him at bay. In order to escape, I'm going to use my elbow. I'm going to place it in the spleen 11 point in the center of his inner thigh. And I'm going to put pressure. Once I have that pressure, I'm going to hold the knee down with my palm. All right, so let's close it again. So he's pulled me into this position, elbow, pressure, and I'm going to put the knee across. Once I'm here now, I'm going to move across to cross-side position. I'm going to go around his neck. I'm going to stay a little high. This way you can see the moves that we're doing. Of course, you'd want to be tight and low. I'm going to step out, and I'm going to lock him down. Once I have him in this position, let's turn a little bit. There's some pressure point attacks that I could use on him. One is the thumb behind the jaw at triple warmer 17. All right, so basically behind the earlobe, I press the thumb in to tap him out. If I wanted to go the striking route, I would put the hand on this side and I would elbow into the exact spot. Either the triple warmer 17 or the neck at large intestine 18, coming straight down. Right, turn a little bit more. If he put his arm on the other side of my neck, I could use this arm into the liver 14 or the liver 13 point on the ribs to strike down this way. Okay, so let's go back to the guard again. So let's say he pulls me into the guard again. All right, we used one way of escaping where we pressed to the inside. The next way is the point on the outside of the leg. Right, the gallbladder 41 point on the side, I'm sorry, the gallbladder 31 on the side. I use my foreknuckles and I punch it. And he opens his legs and it hurts a lot. So we're only going to do that one more time. So we have our same posture. For whatever reason, I can't get inside. He's holding his legs tight. I shift to the outside. I make him open it. And I do the step over. From here, there's maybe 30 different ways to pass the guard. That's up to you. I can continue this way. I can stack the leg on this side and move off to the side. That's completely up to your grappling knowledge. All right, let's go back to the knees again. I will try a different position this time. Just roll me. Okay, this time, go ahead. He's got the knee on stomach position. If I can reach him, I can escape. I'm gonna reach for the stomach 9 point, turn for a second, in the side of the neck, and I'm gonna bring him immediately over, pinning him to the mat. All right, so we're gonna try that again. Let's move back a little. He's got the knee on stomach. Okay, if I can reach him, I go for the stomach 9 point with my thumb, and I push. I bring him over, and I get cross-side. Once I get cross-side position, I establish my position, and I look for what I want to do. I can do what we did before, striking, striking. I can push the fingers into the spots. I could grab the neck. Basically, any of the points that we've learned so far. So we use the stomach 9 point to reverse him from the knee on stomach position. Let's do some offensive techniques. This time I'm going to pull him into the guard. I drop back, I lock him in. If I can reach his head, I can reach all of the